Ethan,
Elisha.
konnichiwa, and welcome back to the podcast.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Ethan-san here.
Welcome back to the Third Opinion podcast. Radio program with two radio host boys extraordinaire, Elisha.
Programo.
Ethan.
Ethan don't know.
Yeah, I'm Elisha-san. I think it's episode 77, 78. Who cares? At this point,
This is the Japanese episode.
the Japanese episode, we'd have Andrew.
Hi-yo. Andrew-san. And my first Baroru.
It's Mafiti's bottle.
That's what I said. My first Baroru. I know what I said.
I know what you said.
Question me.
I'm not questioning you. I'm correcting you. How have you been, Ethan?
Excellent. I'm good. I'm all right.
That's good.
I'm all right.
If you didn't elaborate further, I was like, all right, well, thanks for listening to the podcast. We're done for
and
this
now
week.
we're done.
And now we're done for this week.
No, it was good. It's been good. I found these new. I found these doohickeys.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about the doohickeys,
The
Ethan.
Doritos Dinamita.
Yeah.
Chile
You brought them.
Limon.
They're very good.
Yeah, they're really good. The bag's all in Spanish.
It is, except for
Can't
the
read a lick of it except for calories.
yeah, except for the
And
product
Doritos.
information. Yeah, yeah.
So like little rolled up.
I'll have another one
Doritos
real
and-
fast. They're really good.
Doritos and lime.
Doritos.
It's like if Doritos made a fry. I like how they have like burn marks on them.
yeah. The bag smells like exotic.
It's
also,
pretty potent.
it's pretty potent because the Doritos used to be my go-to like snack if I wanted a snack or something like that.
Yeah.
But I just haven't gotten snacks really that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I usually
Like,
don't.
I'll go for a kettle chip or something like that
The
now.
only time I snack
pretzel.
is here. I'll
Yeah.
go stop by the Dollar General. I'm like, I gotta get some snacks.
Yeah, pretty much.
And chew into this microphone. Gotta get that for the ASMR listeners.
That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're really good though.
They are very, very tasty.
I had been wanting to try them for a while. And
I expected something weird
I know that's kind
or
of what I
something
thought too,
or
but
something too
then I
strong.
pulled it out of the bag and it was like bright red. I'm like,
Oh, mamma mia!
this is gonna be bad.
But they're good.
Well,
They're
no,
good and they're
no.
not too hot. They got a kick,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
No, I ate like 10 of them on the way over here.
Yeah,
My mouth was a little hot.
it's a little bit hot.
Not bad, but it was a little bit hot. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're really tasty.
I always forget that. Let me grab one more. Then
You can't eat. He's like, I just get one.
you just can't stop. Once you pop that Dorito,
a little bowl made of pud.
what are they made? What are they made out of? Chili lemon. Dinamite. Doritos Dinamite chili lemon.
I think it's like a chili. I think it's like a chili powder.
Okay, so it is definitely. Well, it says on the back what it is, but it's definitely like a chili powder, like some really strong.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I always forget that Doritos are corn chips.
Like, I would totally put that
I'll
in.
shoot that.
Like I would put whatever they're flavoring this with in a chili.
No, I totally would too. This
It
would
would
be
make
my
a
chili
great
powder.
chili.
A lot of lime. There is definitely some lime.
can
Definitely
taste
some
the
lemon.
lime.
Red pepper extracts.
But honestly, it's probably good that they have so much lime in there
A lot of garlic powder.
because I feel like it would be way overpowering if there was
Yes.
not that big hunk of lime.
Yeah, citric acid, monosodium glutamate. Yeah, normal stuff. It's you got your 3 cheeses.
It just makes you fat.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to find the spice. Looks like garlic, onion powder,
That makes
garlic
sense.
powder,
Garlic's got a pretty good heft.
red pepper. Red pepper can get hot.
Yeah, especially like the red pepper flakes, like you can put on pizza.
Mhm.
Those get pretty hot.
They're warm.
They are warm. You ate a couple. You keep eating them. They creeps up on you.
You like you feel it in the bottom of your eye twitch. It's like
See, mine's just like
What?
my tongue. Like my tongue is just like.
it's a full body reaction. Although my stomach is happy.
No, they're very tasty.
They are very, very tasty.
The tasty.
That's the kind of heat that I like in a chip, though. Not if it's too
It's not
hot.
too much, but it's
I'm not into
overpowering.
it.
And if you take
But
like a
it's-
drink or something,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in between,
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's
Balances out just
flavorful.
fine.
That's how you do heat. It's flavorful,
Yeah.
and it's got a bit of a kick to it.
I do wish they would have
Those are
turned
really
back
good.
the lime just a tad bit, maybe, like just a little, just like a little.
Maybe some more salt. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or some more prevalent cheese flavor. Who knows?
Yeah, I think a little bit more. I think if they would have upped the cheese a little
bit
bit,
more.
that would have balanced it out well.
Yeah. Yeah, those are really good. Thank you for bringing
Yeah,
a
you're
fun
welcome.
little gift.
Tasty, baby. Mhm.
Those are pretty good. We'll have to eat more of those. We have a fun video little throat goblin there. You couldn't hear it.
Little throat gurgle. Throat gurgle.
That's the sound of the troll that D&D made last night.
Gatekeeper.
You bet, Buster.
But you can't be because you're the dungeon master.
I'm anything I want to be.
Clever joke.
Sophia and her boyfriend.
This is regard. Dad's dating?
He sure is.
That's exciting.
Well, it's
Good for that
what's
lady.
what's confusing for me is that his name is Ethan also. So whenever it's like Ethan, I'm like,
Wait a minute.
yeah, Scarecrow. He
Wait
plays
a minute.
He plays Scarecrow Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I know that guy.
He's
a good kid.
He's a nice young man.
He's a fine young man.
Sophia said, or Sophia and Ethan, her boyfriend.
You know, I was the one that pointed him towards foreign arts.
Very
So
nice.
in a way, I stimulated this romance.
Very nice.
You're welcome, Dad.
Yeah. You're welcome, Sophia.
You're welcome, Mrs. Vergara.
But
That's awesome. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I like those kids.
They
I like those two kids.
They said that they wanted to do a mashed potato taste test, blind mashed potato taste test. Ethan make mashed potatoes. Sophia make mashed potatoes.
It's probably the most millennial thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but me and Cecilia and whoever else wanted to join in, see whose mashed taters were better.
It'd be really funny if you had a mashed potato dance contest before.
A mashed potato dance?
You know that's a dance, the mashed potato.
Ethan, I can't dance. I don't know any of them
I
either.
haven't either. But let me show you the mashed potato.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a real fun time.
And once you get that, I'll go ahead and throw it up on screen.
It's a real fun time. There's also a Baja Men song where they sing "Do the Mashed Potato." Fun side fact for you.
Did Baja Men also do Who Let the Dogs Out?
They did indeed let the dogs out.
I heard that this morning whenever I woke up. I was like,
Did you really? Where did you hear that?
on my Google Home, I was like, hey,
Play "Who Let the Dogs
Google, play Who Let the Dogs Out. Because I was like, church was at 10:30 today. So I had to get up at 9 to drive 30 minutes out to Mount Leo.
Out"? Big oof.
Big oof. Oof. But I was... Is there a seal over there?
I'm really upset.
But I had to wake up earlier than usual, and I went to bed at like 3 last night, just from how excited I was from Dungeon Mastering.
Just because you always go to bed at 3.
I usually go to bed like around midnight.
Excuse you.
I thought you're excusing
Look
me.
at this guy's pink pants.
I want a pair of pink trousers like that.
Trousers. Those are some snazzy trousers.
Some like 80s trousers.
Come on, dude. I just want to see you do the mashed potato.
I've never heard of that.
It's a weird old dance. It's like, I think it's from like I don't know when it's from.
Probably the 70s, late 70s, early 80s.
Dude, I just want to see you do this whole mashed potato. Like, all you're doing to me is showing me your feet. Just mashed potato, boy. Well,
I take it back.
while I find this.
Yeah, I take it back. We're not throwing that up on screen.
Not this one. I'll find one.
Yeah. So yeah, I dungeon mastered for the first time last night. Did Robert or anybody else mention to you how I did it? Did anybody say anything?
No, Robert didn't mention that he was.
No one said anything.
No, I didn't know. You weren't.
Perhaps I did bad, or I did so good
sure
that they're
did
still
fine.
speechless now.
Sure
There was a lot of like fun character work that I did, and everyone was like, "Oh man, that's a good character." But we are doing role playing as like the whole thing that we do. So whenever someone is speaking in character, they're speaking in character.
You mean the one thing that nobody ever did when we played earlier?
Exactly. Yeah.
The one thing that I was the only one that did.
Yeah, and then
Everybody's like, I wish you'd stop that.
And then I clarified, we will be doing character voices,
Mm.
and if you're talking in character, I need to know this. You can indicate you're talking in character by doing a voice, and there was no problem for the first one. So
Good. That's good.
yeah, but I mean, every NPC that I'm doing will have a voice, and all the 5, or I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 NPCs last night. 3 or 4 of them were story. The other 4 were not story, and all of them had voices. So
I'll find this.
you're gonna find the mashed potato.
I will mash potato. I will mash potatoes.
Okay. Do you want to be involved in that video? In the taste testing video, the taste testing portion?
And the tasting the taters.
It'll be at the big house because that kitchen's big enough and open enough.
Big taters.
Big
You're gonna have big taters at the big house
yeah, big taters.
with my big dad
I can't believe that those
and
politicians.
a big boyfriend.
Those politicians voted in more big taters.
More big. Boy, I
Big
hate when I
Tater's
have to buy
paying off the-
medicine from Big Taters. Big Taters is the worst.
Big Taters.
So you have big business, which is
Big business.
big potatoes.
Big farmers.
Then you have
Big pharma.
big pharma, which is big taters.
Yeah.
Because it's like the seedy underbelly.
Big taters.
It's not quite a potato; it's a tater.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Governor Jon Johnson. Vote for me, and I'll make sure that Big Tater goes down to the ground where it belongs.
I'll make sure we smash those big taters.
Big pharma, no thanks. Big business, no thanks. Big taters, no thanks. Vote for me in 2028.
Big belly, that's fine.
Big belly's good.
That just means you fed well.
I'm Governor Jon Johnson.
Did you see the video of that? Speaking, I know this is a random transition, but it reminded me about like the politician thing. Did you see the video of that guy? This is a couple weeks ago, but the guy from Virginia or West Virginia, I forget which one it was. Where his eyes like cross in, and he's like really old, and he's basically super racist.
No, I did not
I need to
hear
show you
or
the
see
video.
anything
It's
about
really,
that.
It's really
Send that one to me.
No, not racist. I'm sorry, not racist. He was very
The other bad one.
anti LGBT, ABT,
Yeah.
LGBTQ,
Homophobic.
LGBTQ plus
Yeah.
whatever else gets added on there.
Yeah.
I feel like there's another letter every day.
Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, he was like super against that, and then he was like his eyes were like crossed inward. He was like he looked real funny. People were roasting that guy.
That sounds
Regardless
weird.
where you stand,
sounds like a-
regardless wherever you stand on
Yeah.
that or not.
This guy's goofy. That's what we're talking
Like
about.
he looked. He just
He
looks real
sounds
funny.
like
He just looks-
a D&D character.
He looks like a D&D character.
You have to
Let
send
me
it to
see
me.
if I can find him.
Send
This
it to
guy I
me.
should be able to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that. There's an interview with him, and they were talking about how, not trying to get like super political or anything, but they
Yeah.
were talking about like how if his kids were anything, like he'd be like,
Oh, I remember
I'd
hearing about
I'd
that.
take them fishing and see if they could swim. And the woman's like, what do you mean by that? He's like, see if they can swim. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're saying you're going to drown your children.
Yeah,
And that's not okay, sir.
he's sincerely implying.
It doesn't matter what your kids are, one way or the other, where you stand on the issue.
Yeah.
But you can't
You
can't
can't
kill your
drown
kids.
your kids.
You can't murder people.
You can't.
That's
you
not
can't
okay.
Drown your children. What in the world?
That's not okay.
That's wild. What the heck? You know, you guys, the listeners and watchers of the podcast. It's time like these in these political turmoil times where me and Ethan
Yeah.
just turn to
Yeah.
Doritos, Dinamite Chile Limon. Not a sponsor of the
Dinamite.
show, but they're very good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
We're gonna throw that guy up on
And
screen.
he has like 3 or 4 kids. He has like kids.
He had more before.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like you gotta feel bad for him.
Yeah,
But I mean, like,
he's
he's
just
just-
a
Like,
goober.
and you can't say anything because he's just like. But I mean, he's like, it's terrible. Like, I don't know. You just don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, again, it doesn't matter where you fall on that. You don't try to kill your kids, regardless
or
of how.
imply that you would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or regardless of how goofy you look.
That's really weird. I
I know it was
loosely heard about that.
I saw the story and I watched a bit of a blurb on it, and I was like, "Is this real?" Because I mean, you have people that are for it, people that are against it, and that's fine either way.
Yeah, but it's like,
But,
what is going on right now?
But
Is
it's
this
like
real?
this guy is. I don't know. Like he compared
Yeah.
him to the KKK. I was like, what? What is like? What is?
What are you talking about?
I don't know, you know?
Buddy, hey
Like,
pal, you need to
hey,
calm down
yeah,
for a minute
you
here.
Just, go back and cross your eyes elsewhere.
That's really funny, really weird.
I don't know. It was really wild.
Ethan, it's very legal and very cool. Very legal.
What
Vehicle.
to drown your children?
Hey, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just
saying, see if they can swim.
I'm gonna say that more often. It's like, man, dinner was great. Well, I'll throw you in the pond and see how well you can swim. I was like, what are
What
you
do you
talking
mean?
about?
I'm just gonna see how.
I'm just throwing you in the
out,
pond.
see if you can swim.
It's like what PewDiePie tweeted or what his
Just just toss some cement blocks to you and see if you can swim.
yeah.
well, what? I'll die. Well, no, you can be fine if you swim.
Or it's like it's similar to what PewDiePie's wife, future wife, tweeted.
Yeah.
She said, Felix just said he would send me to the ranch. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
what are you
dear.
talking? What is going on here? What is happening?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's like what are you? What?
And that transitioned me into my next story, Elisha,
Same thing with that.
because that's a big dumb.
tell the people about the big dumb.
So, yesterday we
Yes.
went down to the Nashville, the big city.
The Big Apple.
Ooh,
as they
the
call
big
it.
city.
As I call it, the Big Apple.
No, I don't think that's the right one.
Oh, excuse me then.
I mean, it's more of like maybe a mandarin orange.
A big orange.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those like little like it's the big grape.
One of those clementines.
Yeah,
those little clementine
yeah,
oranges?
big clementine. Love those things. Delicious, sweet, nutritious. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was getting checked out by a guy at the register, and there were these teenagers doing all their Instagramming over here, and
Instagramming?
he had to put in like one of the items that I was buying. It wasn't in the system. He was like, somebody didn't put in this item. He's like, I gotta put it in. Sorry, it'll take just a minute. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's no problem. It happens. And then he did something. You could tell he did something, and he wasn't proud of it. And he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, big dumb." And I just looked at him, and I was like, "Oof." And he was like, "Yeah."
Have you heard any other good millennial speak like that? Millennial speak.
That was the best one I've heard, like out in the wild.
Out in the wild.
Out in the wild.
My favorite one that I always hear is
probably my favorite
yikes.
one.
Big yikes.
See, I haven't heard that one. I've heard I can't remember. There was something I heard not long ago, but that was my favorite. I guess it's
like Big
being
Dumb
with
much.
the theater, like you have like all the teenagers and stuff. So I
Yeah.
hear like some of the random
Weird
things.
ones.
Yeah, which is fun because it's like I
I'm
don't
learning.
remember like being a teen and having like really weird sayings. Like I mean, we said like like sweet and like that was kind of the word was like cool, but like there wasn't like any like
Yeah, and I
crazy
feel like it's
lingo.
more me and you and like other people. Like kids are definitely more in the know now than they ever have
I don't
been.
think it was until like probably like the Vine generation of kids.
Definitely,
Like
yeah.
the
yeah.
kids that grew up like on Vine with it.
They're like
when,
my
you
age
got,
now,
like,
yeah.
Fam and
20,
Lit
25.
and, you know,
Lit, fam,
everybody
fitna.
dabbing on their haters. You
Dabbing
know?
on the haters.
We here at Third Opinion Podcast do not endorse dabbing on your haters or seeing if anyone can swim. I'm just saying. That's a big dumb.
That is a big dumb. Yeah,
We do endorse the use of big dumb.
we do endorse the use of big dumb. You go ahead and have my stamp. No graphic for that one. Whenever you said someday we'll afford graphics, and it's like I've been doing them, but like I don't know what you're.
Right here.
That's what's going right there. Not doing that.
Don't ruin. I don't watch them, Elijah. So just let me dream. It's going right here. Big dumb. Big dumb graphics.
Yeah,
Look like I should copyright that.
big dumb.
Big dumb.
But you didn't say it. The guy did.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he should copyright it.
Oh, he should copyright that. Yeah. No,
That
he
guy
totally
down,
should.
like, put a brand on this, brother.
Did you see the thing?
Yes,
Who
later.
was the actor that the dance is called the Charleston?
Mhm.
What is that actor's name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, you're talking about the Carlton,
The Carlton.
and his name is Carlton.
The real guy's name.
Is Carlton?
Nope.
Not really. I don't actually know his.
Whatever
real name.
his real name is,
But,
he
I
sued
know him as-
Fortnite.
Carlton Banks.
Okay.
I saw that. It went to the Supreme Court.
It
and
went to the Supreme Court,
lost.
and he lost. I mean, okay, so even then,
Mhm.
that it wouldn't be him that's getting the stuff,
No.
or it should be the people, the
the show, whoever owns the show, probably,
NBC
you know
or
what I'm saying?
whoever
Yeah.
owns the show. Yeah. I don't remember who owns the show. But they didn't take any action, which makes you think that they knew that they didn't have a case, perhaps?
I don't know. I tell you what frustrated me about that though.
Yeah.
is
As you point with me
personally-
with your Dorito fingers.
Personally, I think he should win. He should have won that.
Maybe.
But here's why.
I'm on the fence.
Here's why.
Yes, go ahead.
Um,
As I finish
you
my
know the kid that invented the floss,
Yeah.
the backpack kid, or I think that's his name, backpack kid, isn't it? Like that's his.
Not him. Different person. Different person.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
Yes.
But I'm saying like.
Yeah.
c-
Inventor
comparison.
of.
This ties in this. The backpack kid that invented the floss,
Yeah.
which is debatable.
Yep.
Because there's that there's that video.
Yeah, exactly,
Like
yeah,
2016 or whatever it was before then, or 2012. You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
And
I
it's
know what you're talking
basically-
about.
So that dance is basically a variation of the mashed potato.
Okay.
Anyway, but mashed potato has footwork. Anyway, So he copyrighted the floss.
Okay.
Like he has actually copyrighted it.
All right. Good.
So why can he then not claim copyright on it? I guess it's because it's retroactive.
Perhaps.
Maybe because he didn't already have it copyrighted, and then he was
that
trying to
could
pursue
be
whatever.
it. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's definitely a weird one, and I'm on the fence about the whole Carlton Banks versus Fortnite, Epic Games.
I mean, the guy, from what I understand, he's still he's not mega rich or anything, but I mean, he's done very well for he still hosts things and he appears on things. And
he's
stuff.
a celebrity.
So
Yeah, but I'm just like I get it, but also it's a dance that he didn't really invent.
No, and that's the whole thing with the Floss Kids thing. Like why was he allowed to copyright something that I don't know?
Why he's allowed to copyright something that I can't do?
Did Michael Jackson copyright the
moonwalk? Yeah,
I
think so. I believe he did copyright the moonwalk.
He probably did. So maybe I feel like I guess maybe it's that he just he didn't already have it. Didn't already.
There we go. That sounded really good.
I practiced that.
I've practiced. Yeah, I feel like that he should have.
That's probably why.
Or not him, but the person that owns the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The property.
Who owns the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I don't know. I don't even know where it was. Where it originally aired on. I have no idea.
I grew up
watching it, but I don't.
I did too. I grew up watching the reruns, the midnight.
Yes, I mean, same. I did too. I mean, I was alive when it was still on the air, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I watched Batman and cartoons when I was a baby.
Ugh. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know. Just
it is a really weird one.
Real interesting situation.
Yeah. Are you able to do the floss?
No.
I'm not either.
No, I cannot. I have attempted.
I have to.
I got close one time.
Same. Yeah. It's hard. It's not easy.
Kids at the theater was like, "Hey, you should floss," and I'm like, "No, I cannot.
I've tried,
and I will not in front of you."
Yeah.
Young child. Be gone from my presence. Just kidding. But no, I couldn't do it. I tried it one time. It was really. We actually had a thing at work where everybody was for whatever reason, it was really dead.
Yeah.
And we had everybody was trying to and
yeah.
Nobody could do it. It was really funny though.
You should have invited some young man in to show you guys how to do the floss.
Whippersnapper.
Some whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper. See, we don't need sound devices. We'll just
make them ourselves.
We'll just insert that one.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can do the.
That's pretty good.
I can't get as high as I used to.
Yeah.
But I hit puberty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get work on your whole voice stuff and vocal range.
I used to.
One of the characters last night in D&D was a female half orc, a 7-foot tall female half orc, and I was like,
"Was it Trevor?"
No.
I really wish it was.
It was one of the story NPCs.
Oh, well,
and I was like,
that's not exciting.
I was like, and she says to you guys,
big half orc.
I was like, and she says to you guys, well, I can't do a voice for her. I've tried it, and everyone's like,
said to you guys,
good job.
Hey boys, what you doing? I want to smash you with my hammer.
Yeah, I mean, I tried a voice. I definitely have an orc voice because you put your pointy teeth forward, something like that. Yeah, but then you put your teeth forward, make sure your teeth are jutting out, and then you just add whatever other accent you want.
That's racist. Not all of them have underbites.
A majority of orcs.
But Elisha,
we're talking.
She's only a half orc. How dare you presume her underbite? It's 2019, Elisha. You can't presume anyone's underbites.
I'm like that governor guy, but for half orcs. But for orcs and half orcs.
See if you can swim.
So
I don't rightly know what you're talking about, mate.
Governor Jon Johnson, he doesn't think that orcs and half orcs. He thinks that all orcs and half orcs have an underbite, and he's against Big Tater.
It's a solid platform.
It is a solid platform.
Would not vote for
Jon
him.
Johnson.
He's very radical.
He's very radical in his anti-Big Tater and
anti-Tater and orcisms. Oh boy!
I found the title for this video.
Anti-Taters.
Third Opinion Media, or no? Anti-Big Tater. That's it.
Smash those big taters.
That's it. Oh yeah, I forgot to classic. I'll classic at the end of this. Yeah, I love that.
It's so funny. That's a good bit.
And yeah, that's the title of this video. Anti-Big Tater, Third Opinion Podcast, episode 70, whatever.
I watched a very funny. It really wasn't even that funny. It was just really goofy. A sketch from SNL last night. John Mulaney was hosting.
Yeah. Oh, was it the Chad horror movie
Cha-Cha
one?
Slide.
Okay, Cha-Cha Slide.
The Chad horror movie one was great.
I need to watch that. I want to watch it before you get here, but
Okay.
I forget what I want to do.
Okay. We'll have to watch it when we're done. I would love to see your reaction. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But there's one where it's John Mulaney and he's at a
John Mulaney's so funny.
somebody's wedding, his girlfriend's wedding.
Yeah.
And they're all doing the Cha-Cha Slide.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenan Thompson is the DJ.
Oh.
And like he's like, I don't know anybody here. I'm gonna have a terrible time. And like he keeps recognizing people throughout the thing. Meanwhile, they're doing the Cha-Cha Slide the whole time. Like the whole time. You know, like they've done the dance bits before, but
Yeah.
this one was really, really funny. Like her auntie comes in, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm cooking some greens, lady. You gonna come on over?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I sure will." You know, she's like, "You know my auntie better than I do." It was really funny. And then like at the end, like Keenan's like, and a big shout out to, whatever his character name in the skit was. He's like, "'Cause he helped me produce my record." He's like, "Love you, DeMarcus," and they're still just
Do the Cha-Cha Slide?
clap.
We'll have to watch this whenever we're done.
It's real,
and I transfer
it's
it
real
over
goofy.
to the computer. That sounds fun.
It's real goofy.
A lot of the
I
SNL
just
skits have been a lot of
smiled.
fun.
I just smiled. They've had
Just grinning.
this year has like the past year. They've had some pretty good
They've
ones.
had some really solid ones, yeah.
They've had some pretty good ones.
Definitely have been a handful of good ones. I was going to think of something else I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was. It's 29. Can you believe it's already March 1st,
It's already
2019?
March 1st, 2019, Alicia. I can't believe it. Can you?
Sure can't.
Me neither.
We haven't done a viewing party.
All those big taters just taking over.
We haven't had time.
We blame it on Big Tater.
But yeah, it's Big Tater's fault that we haven't had a new viewing party. And Jon Johnson wants to rectify that.
Tear down your
Vegetable basket?
graters, mashers.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, you want the tools
Oh.
to rise up against the Big Taters.
Yeah. So we need a blender.
Dig up
not
this-
blender. What do you?
Food processor.
No, one of the. Is it a blender? Like the handheld ones? Don't you
Oh,
have,
a
like,
handheld mixer?
blenders?
A handheld mashed tater mixer?
You know what I'm talking about? Like you
Mashed
with
tater mixer?
the spinnies on
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
Yeah, you hold
Hand
the finger
whisk.
up.
Electric whisk.
I don't know.
They're called something else.
It's a. Anyway, you like maybe,
Hey.
yeah. Anyway.
We'll make that video soon about the whole.
Do the mashed potato.
We'll do the mashed potato. I'll invite you. Me and you, Cecily, will be taste test judges for the mashed potato.
I have a long seasoned history with mashed potatoes. And what you call a tater sewer.
A tater sewer, connoisseur of fine taters.
A small
A tater
a
sommelier.
potato. No, what was that? You said one time it was something potato. I don't remember. You know what I'm talking? Do you remember what I'm talking
I
about?
remember that.
I don't remember what it was. It was like I wish I could remember. It doesn't matter.
We say so much stuff and then we're so much goofy stuff.
Big potato.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Talking about all those bits, and we're down here to the last minute. All of the Auntie Donna sketches.
Did you finally catch up?
I've gotten caught up.
Just a
It
little
took
bit
me
of-
an
just a
hour.
little- just a little
Just a
bit
little
of
bit more
food.
food.
That one was.
It took me.
Even Robert loved that one.
It took me an hour to go through like 15 minutes of sketches
It's a great
for
hour.
how funny they were.
Let me show you one real quick.
Yeah, sure. Real fast. We'll go ahead and close. Bad
Not
boy.
an actual skit, but
A meme.
a meme that's
Some
related
poop.
to that. You know the meme about
Yo, Ethan, you do always have more room for Christmas pudding.
you know the meme where it's the guy and then they have Jason Momoa coming up behind him.
Yeah. Just a little bit of pudding.
And it's got their faces photoshopped onto it. Look at the Jason Momoa. It's got Mark Bonanno's face on it.
That is really,
It is
really
hilarious. I
good.
sent it to Robert and he was like,
Send me that and I'll throw it up on
Robert,
screen.
Robert was like, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Whew. Fun podcast. We got a great. This is gonna be one of the best. This is
Yeah,
gonna be
this
this
was a
gonna
good
be
one.
this gonna be the best title since Robert got eaten by a portal lion.
I loved it because like it goes up and he goes, "What the heck's a portal lion?"
Yeah.
I was like, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, so we're gonna have anti-Big Tater as this one also.
Portal Lions work for Big Tater.
They do. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be next week's episode. That's what we're talking for next week's episode. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on YouTube, Third Opinion Media. Follow us on Facebook, Third Opinion Media. We got a Twitter account, Third Opinion Media.
We don't ever use it, but we got it.
We got it. We never use it. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Big Tatey.